Hi there, Park Pals, and thanks for tuning in to another park review edition from Big Guy Rides. This next park that we went to go check out was called Michigan's Adventure. Located out by Grand Rapids, Michigan in Muskegon, this park is a traditional Cedar Fair legacy park and is now part of the Six Flags Entertainment chain. It is one of the smaller parks in the chain, but I still really enjoyed my visit. It's got a mixture of flat rides, roller coasters, and kiddie rides, along with a cozy atmosphere and great food. The first ride that we went to go try out was Corkscrew. This is their Aero Development custom looping coaster. It was built in 1979 and has been thrilling riders for decades. I've been on several other coasters that are very similar to Corkscrew, and this one has a pretty similar size rating as well. It does have the extra seat belt that comes up from underneath. However, it is pretty long and provides for plenty amount of room with a size rating XL and a ride rating 6 out of 10. For taller riders, the front car has a little bit of extra legroom. Let's hit the track with Corkscrew. That was a quick ride, but a fun one on Corkscrew. Located next door is the Lakeside Gliders. This is your classic flying scooter model, and it can take singles or doubles, allowing for a lot of space, with a size rating XXL and a ride rating 4 out of 10. And after that, we went over to the Mad Mouse. This is a 1999 aerodynamics model, and this is really rare, as you don't find many of the aero Mad Mouses left. This one got a really long line and had surprisingly slow capacity. It does have a decent size rating though, with an XL and a ride rating 6 out of 10. If you want to get on this ride, I may go to it early to beat some of the lines. Let's hit the track with Mad Mouse. Up next was a teacup style of ride in a kiddie type format, one that I have never been on before. This was called Drummer Boy. It's got a ride rating 2 out of 10 and a size rating XXL, featuring a seatbelt only strap. Almost anyone should be able to ride. And the Dodgems was the next attraction that we went to go try out. This is a classic bumper car style of ride. Singles can go alone, allowing for a pretty good amount of room. We give it a ride rating 3 out of 10 and a size rating XL. Let's go bumping. That was a fun ride. And after that, we headed over to the Sea Dragon. This is a Chance Rides model from 1987. And I really like these styles that swing you out over the water. It gives you a real feel like you're out on a boat. This one has single position lap bars that go over the entire row with a size rating XXL and a ride rating 5 of 10. Most adults should be able to ride. And right next door on the lake is the Wolverine Wildcat. This is a 1988 coaster from Din Corporation, a pretty rare model with the ride rating 8 out of 10 and a size rating of a large. Those with wide hips may find this coaster is a little bit tight side to side. That was the surprise hit of the park for me. And in the back section here of the park, you will also find Shivering Timbers. This is their Custom Coasters International from 1998 and is widely considered to be one of the top 5 wooden coasters in North America. This is an airtime machine with an out and back layout featuring a helix on the backside. And I must say, I really enjoyed my rides. We gave this one a rating 9 out of 10 and a size rating XL. It's got slightly bigger seats than Wolverine Wildcat, but I still say those with wide hips or large thighs, beware. Let's take a ride with Shivering Timbers. What a fantastic time. That was certainly one of the best wooden roller coasters I've ever been on. And located next door is the Timbertown Railway. This is not only a fun ride, but also serves as critical transportation. I give it a size rating XXL and a ride rating 4 out of 10. The unique thing about this park is that it is shaped like a U. So once you get to one end or another, you will be faced with a dead end. However, the train is there to save you and it will take you around to the other side of the U, connecting the entire park like an oval. This is your standard CP Huntington train model that you will find at many amusement parks and zoos throughout the country. It is unique because it takes you back into the woods and gives you a really cool view of the Michigan surroundings. As you pull into the train station on the other side of the park, there are a couple of rides at this end which you can get on. One of them is what I thought to be really cool ride called the Swan Boats. However, you will see in a moment my experience was not that great. These are paddle boats that take you out over the lake and are self-driven. I gave it a ride rating 1 out of 10 and a size rating XL. As you will notice during my POV, the bottom side of my boat started filling with water relatively quickly. And I was out there by myself trying to paddle I do think that my weight maybe counterbalanced the boat too far to one side, which was cause for the water coming in. But I paddled as fast as possible to get back to shore. I would more recommend this ride if you have 2 people. Wildwater Adventure is their water park that is cool because it is not a separate fee or entrance gate. You can simply walk right in from the dry park. And they also feature a very nice arcade that is partial indoor and partial outdoor, which should allow for some good time and fun for the little ones. After that, we went over to the Carousel. This one we gave a ride rating 3 out of 10 and a size rating XXL. It does feature bench style seating, so anyone can ride. And Rocky Point Mini Golf is an attraction that I wanted to point out because it is one of the cheapest mini golf attractions that I have seen at any amusement park. You can play a round for $5 per person. And up next, we went over through Camp Snoopy. This houses many of the park's kids' rides, but there is one ride that adults can get on. That ride would be Woodstock Express, the Chance Big Dipper model. Larger riders, this is designed for kids, so beware, it is very tight. I gave it a ride rating 5 out of 10 and a size rating of a large. As a reminder, I'm about 6'4", 295 pounds, and I had to straddle the lap bar in order for it to close. That was a really fun kids ride. Here are a couple of other attractions that kids can enjoy. And I also must say, Michigan's Adventure did a really nice job of keeping the park clean, landscaped, and beautiful. Zach's Zoomer was the next roller coaster we tried. This is a really unique ride. It's sort of a mix between a real Woody and a kid's ride, with the ride rating 6 out of 10 and a size rating of a large. Taller riders beware, your knees may press into the front of the car, but I was able to fit, so let's take a ride. That was a fun little CCI from 1994. And here are some additional children's rides. This park really does a nice job of intermixing the kids' rides with the adult-friendly rides so that everyone can have a nice day at the park. I also have to commend them on staffing as nearly all rides were open. Then we headed over to Coasters to get some food. This diner had several good options, and we went with the cheeseburger meal. The giant gondola wheel was the next ride we went to go get on, with the ride rating 3 out of 10 and a size rating XXL. Just note there are no single riders on this attraction. You do get some wonderful views of the lake, and that is one cool part about this park, is that the center of the park is a giant lake and all the rides surround it. I do think that gives this park a really beautiful feel. The Flying Trapeze is the next ride we got on. This one does have the chest strap and the in between the leg strap, which is a little bit tight for large riders, with the size rating of a medium and a ride rating 4 out of 10. Those with wide chests may have a tough time here. After hopping off the swings, we went over to the Trabant. This is a Chance Rides model from 1989. We gave it a size rating XL and a ride rating 4 out of 10. And located right next door is the Tilt-A-Whirl. This is your theme park classic. And I gave it a ride rating 3 out of 10 with the size rating XXL. It does feature this extra little seatbelt on the side of the car, but that should not interfere with any large riders. And up next was one of my favorite classic theme park rides, the Scrambler. This is your standard Eli Bridge model. It can take singles or doubles with the size rating XXL and a ride rating 4 out of 10. And the last ride we tried was the 1988 Chance Rides Alpine Bob's model Thunderbolt. This is a pretty unique ride with a ride rating 4 out of 10 and a size rating XL. And lastly, we wanted to show you some closed rides or ones we did not ride, including Grand Rapids, Thunderhawk, which was closed for technical difficulties due to a lift hill issue, Adventure Falls, another water ride that we did not get on, the Hydro Blaster, which is a tube ride, and Loggers Run. As you know on my channel, I do not like water rides, so we happen to skip those ones. With that said, does bring to conclusion our visit to Michigan's Adventure, located in Muskegon, Michigan. This is a short drive from Grand Rapids, so if you are up in the Michigan area, I would highly recommend a visit. I feel like this is one of the most quaint little parks that I have been to, offering tons of thrills and attractions. With that said, we ask you guys to like, comment, and subscribe, as that greatly helps our channel. When you're at the park, don't be afraid to try. And as always, thank you for watching Big Guy Rides.